Play of the game.
Free tune. Yeah. All of my youngest, some savages running your trap, hit you up with them packages. Rob you for bricks, finesse you for pounds. Fuck all that talking, they laying you down. Gotta teach niggas about playing.
What's up, guys? My name is Bones, and we had some huge news drop on Overwatch, and there's a huge investigation on Reddit right now going into what the next hero for Overwatch is going to be, and we might have a very strong lead. Sombra. There's a lot of hints throughout all the maps in Overwatch, or many of the maps in Overwatch, into what this actually could be. And there's a few pictures that have been found on the maps that kind of show her as a possible sniper like Widowmaker or a scout sniper. Now, this will be interesting because in the post by Jeff Kaplan that happened a few days ago, he actually discussed saying there's an issue with firing lanes or sight lanes on the new Overwatch map that they have planned. This could mean it's a longer range one, meaning that we might need another sniper character that has some new features, because Widowmaker is kind of limited as a sniper. She basically has her wall hacks, a grappling hook, and her sniper rifle that can also turn into a semi-automatic or a automatic rifle. But, so Sombra, there's a lot of stuff on Reddit, and it's just so much stuff, so I'm so excited to say this. But, so, we have a very interesting picture of a masked figure that actually was really interesting and caught my eye, but it really doesn't say much other than she could be like this really weird Grim Reaper mask, kind of like Reaper. But also, Reaper does say in one of his lines, "Where's Sombra when you need her?" And that's very interesting because we didn't ever have a hero in Overwatch named Sombra. So that's catching a lot of people's interest at this point. But then on a table where there's a bunch of classified folders of different heroes in Overwatch, there's a folder that has Sombra on it. Nothing is outside of it to our knowledge that there might be if I actually look at the pictures more carefully, but I'm fucking lazy, get over it. Anyway, so we also have some pictures from the studio where they're developing Overwatch, and there's an interesting picture from a scope being rendered, or what looks to be a scope. And that's very interesting. It doesn't really look like a scope we have in game at this point, and it could be Sombra's scope, because from what we can tell is she is a scout sniper. And with this link to Reaper saying, "Where is my Sombra when I need her?" it either means that they like have something in the lore of the game, or they could be doing something team-based, like Reaper really benefits from having a Sombra by her, and vice versa. Sombra being by Reaper means he has long-range combat covered, and Reaper being by Sombra meaning she has close-range covered, because Reaper is a very close-ranged oriented character with his shotguns, but shotguns aren't very good at long range other than in blatantly unbalanced Battlefield servers. Fuck shotguns in Battlefield. But I want to discuss this post by Jeff Kaplan in a second, but just all this news on Sombra is so cool to see that we have this coming out. Now, Jeff Kaplan did not say anything about the new hero in his post, but this is just an investigation done on Reddit. But his post did cover a lot of stuff on upcoming stuff, and it's surprising that the developer has actually said this much stuff about what's going to be coming in Overwatch in the near future, because if something gets canceled or scrapped, like he says in the post that they do end up scrapping a lot of maps and stuff, that the community might be a little mad and not understand that it's really hard to make something balanced that's designed to be blatantly overpowered. So we gotta be careful and not take it to the developers and blame them entirely for this stuff that they end up doing, because their goal is to make a balanced game that everyone enjoys. But, so in his post, he basically talks a lot about how they're going to be evolving Overwatch into more of a competitive game. Now, they're going to still have your casual gameplay like every other competitive game, but he says that they have a huge focus on competitive gameplay. Now, they did say they did actually focus a lot of this in the beta, that was especially the closed part, because they really wanted to see the potential of it. And that's very interesting because, as we all can see, that Overwatch actually has a very strong audience, and I think that they will be very successful in the competitive game mode if they have microphones. Now, I do know a lot of people who play Overwatch end up actually just having a few friends in fucking TeamSpeak or Discord, and they don't talk in-game, and that kind of just fucks over the whole competitive aspect. Even though it's casual, in Counter-Strike casual, at least you have people spamming the microphones with the Duck song and other horrible, outdated memes and stuff, but he has been saying that they are looking to putting a bunch of stuff in the public test realm so we can all test it out and see how it actually is balance-wise, because the developers can only test so much out with scripts, and also them testing it themselves. The masses finding out what the issues are another huge thing. Now, he does say, and I quote, "We are also working on new heroes right now. We have some that are very far along and others that are just getting started. We also have some prototype heroes that may or may not even see the light of day." End quote. Now, this basically means that he's not disclosing anything really because he doesn't want to give any information that he's not allowed to give. And also, if we hear about this Sarah character and then she actually gets scrapped because she's way too overpowerful or whatever, that I don't think at this point she will be. Don't take that as I'm saying it's going to get scrapped, but that the community will be mad when stuff gets scrapped, when they've been told it's going to come. They get really pissed off because they view that they were promised something and it doesn't come to them. Now, they do say that they're going to be working on a bunch of maps right now, and they have a bunch of prototype maps that they are testing, but like I said earlier, they have one that has issues with sight lines because long range, Reaper and Tracer are basically bricked. Now, Reaper can teleport very far, I'm assuming, in these maps, but the point is that if he comes against someone like a Junkrat that can launch, if you know his angle of attack, you can actually launch one of those things very accurately at a very decent distance. But Reaper, his shotgun is very limited in range, and he can't really go any further than that unless he teleports and all that. And that's a very, very bad issue for that. And so, adding another sniper, that seems like it would be a very good thing, because Widowmaker, like I said, is very limited in what she can do. She has her grappling hook, her wall hacks, and she has her rifle, and a few other small doodads. Or whatever the fuck it is. Make fun of me for using that word. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But Jeff Kaplan did say that they really did benefit from the beta, and they've already balanced a lot of stuff, but they also know that there are a lot of tournaments being run behind the scenes or like under the table because we don't have a competitive game mode yet. But those tournaments do have probably very strict rules, and that will be very interesting. Now, another thing I do want to discuss actually before the video ends is that actually in South Korea we had League of Legends actually get outmatched by Overwatch, and I think there's a few reasons to that. And that's one, because Overwatch as a game is actually very similar to a MOBA. Not like your top-down style, but in the style that Overwatch, each character kind of has a story behind it. Like Lucio's a famous DJ, and Tracer is... I don't even know the rest of the lore off the top of my head, but shut up. Stop making fun of me. I'm lazy. But, so the lore has kind of grabbed the attention, and the reason we are able to grab these statistics is, I guess, internet cafes is what the term is in the US and other English-speaking countries, is basically in South Korea we don't, like, people don't have, like, $3,000 gaming computers or even $500 gaming computers. They have basically internet cafes where they go and pay $20 an hour to play League of Legends, and the reason League of Legends is so popular there is it's free to play, so nobody really has to say anything or buy the game. But Overwatch is $40, and that really does not benefit much of the game, like in those countries, because you have to pay $40. Free to play is kind of the market they have in South Korea. I don't really see how Overwatch is that beneficial. but it's actually shown to be very, very good. Now, we'll see how long Overwatch actually lasts, because Overwatch does have its flaws, but Blizzard is a great company. They release their games in a very solid and effective manner where we actually can get a very well-balanced game early on in the start. Now, to kind of sum up this video, I'd like to hear your guys' opinions on what you guys think of Overwatch, what you guys think of the news we've gotten about it possibly being a larger, more open map, because Overwatch is very linear in maps. There's like 3 fighting lanes and stuff, but we'll see how that goes. I'd also like to hear on what you guys think of the new hero possibly coming out, and also what you guys think about the balance of competitive game mode, because I don't think we should be able to have all 5 heroes be the same as like Soldier 76 and stuff like that, because that's just plain off obnoxious. Anyway guys, I'd like to hear your guys' opinion in the comments below, and also drop a like on this video if you are excited for the new update with Sara or whoever the new heroes are and the new maps. Anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this, and I will see you guys in the next one.